So there's like blatant teaming up that's actually going on and attacks. It's blatant. I'm like, whoa. Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. This is my review for Real Housewives of Potomac. This is season 5, episode 3. Like I said, blatant attacks, blatant team ups, and people being, it's like, okay, girl, it's your turn now. It's like so blatant. Listen, hey, I'm here for it. I guess it is what it is. Let's go back to Ashley's party. Complete attack on Candace. They definitely were given, this is how it should happen. This is what should be said. No, none of that would work for me. You don't tell me when to apologize. You don't tell me when I have to accept an apology. You don't tell me how to handle a situation, period. What you can do is try not to have no situation with me. That's what the best thing to do for a person is. Not to try to tell me how to handle it. Just try not to have a situation with me. That's what you can do. And that's what Candace was trying to convey. Okay? Now, I look and Wendy came to Candace's aid and was like, this is not fair. You all are attacking her. And then Robin was like going in, just like going in for the kill. And she told Robin, shut the fuck up. She did that doggone Candace. And Robin was like, excuse me? And just kept right on going. I'm like, Robin, you done got real messy over time. You are really like, you and Gizelle, child, I don't know, a mess. Anyway, and then as that starts to cool out a little bit, then Monique just jumps right in and she's literally coming for Candace. Like, you can't even get around it. She's coming for her, flat out. The whole thing was Charrisse and that, and she's like, you knew. And she's like, I did not know you all were having issues of that magnitude. She's like, you knew, and whatever and whatnot. Now, from what I'm looking at, Candace, you messy. You messy, and you do know that there's an issue. Okay? You knew there was an issue. But, okay, whatever, there was an issue. She did what they do. This is the stuff that y'all do to each other. So it just is what it is. She said, listen, I apologize. I apologize. But for whatever reason, Monique is not here for the apology. These shows are built on people doing stuff to you and then apologies and kumbaya. That is what reality television is built on. So I was like, whoa, well, okay, well, all right, whatever. After this, Karen then comes to Candace's aid and said, listen, it is what it is. Now, when it comes to the whole Ashley and Candace thing, they both need to apologize to each other. And it doesn't have to take place here. It could be taking place somewhere else. This is not the time. She says she don't want to do it. Don't want to do it in front of an audience. It just is what it is. And that's that. Now, what I got from the conversation with Candace and Monique, both of them felt set up. Both of them felt set up. Monique felt set up at Candace's event, and Candace felt set up at this event that Monique put together for Ashley. And guess what? They're both correct. They're both correct. Y'all are both friends, y'all both shady, and y'all did the stuff to each other. Hello to welcome to reality TV. It is what it is. Now, off camera, the audio was still running after this party was over. This is where I was saying, these shows are built on this. Fall out, fall in, fall out, fall in. But Monique ain't trying to fall back in. Monique is giving, girl, we're not friends. This, that, together. She was like, really like trying to put it to Candace. So, listen. I'm starting to understand that a lot of what goes on with Candace goes on Twitter. Candace does a lot of this. So, we don't see a lot of stuff, okay? Unless you following them, and I don't. I don't really follow them, so I'm kind of like catching that as we're moving forth, that she got Twitter fingers real bad. So this is probably why some of it is like so heightened. But another thing that I was noticing in this episode is Monique seems to be going a lot hard on Candace, and some of it seems misdirected to me. Some of it seems misdirected to me. I think Monique is picking and choosing, and I think she has a reason that she's picking and choosing, and I'm going to come back to that as we move forth. Let's go on. Next thing we see Ashley and Michael. Ashley and Michael are out shopping. They're talking about having this whole sip and see to see this here baby. Shading the hell out of Karen. That doggone Michael talking about, oh God, you mean Karen's gonna come over maybe trying to kiss the baby? No. Having tons of makeup all over the baby and ooh, yuck. I'm like, you know what? Y'all are gonna pay for that later. Michael got a whole attitude. And Michael's not being very nice. Michael's standoffish. He don't really care for these girls. Monique's husband, we ain't been seeing Chris at nothing because there's this whole thing about Chris. Well, she stated that basically Chris wanted to smack Charrisse. Like he was ready to cuss somebody out or whatever. Not smack, I'm sorry. He wanted to cuss her out. He's like ready to cuss people out. So we ain't really seeing him. I'm like, yeah, it's getting kind of, yeah, to be a bit much. Not smack. I misspoke. Cuss him out. Said he ready to cuss somebody out. So that's bad when the men get to where they're pushed and they feel like they want to cuss the women out. That causes a problem. But anyway, so I was noticing how Michael was a little short with Ashley as she started talking about how they haven't been able to have sex. And this is some of why he's being short with her. Well, that's kind of ugly, Michael, because one, you're old as hell. You're old as hell. You understand life. You understand how life goes. She's already told us that she has anal tears. So what is it about you that's so immature that you don't understand that now is not the time to be having sex with her? If you don't get somewhere and sit your old ass down. See, shouldn't have never had no baby by Michael. That relationship should have been over. Anyway, their relationship should have been gone 2 seasons ago, and there shouldn't even be no baby. But, you know, whatever. Whatever. Because, whatever. Moving on. Robin and Gizelle. They were talking about Jamal Bryant. Gizelle. They're talking about the whole thing of why she actually did forgive him and why she's like all on board to be back with him. And all I see is ding, 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 ding. Full of love, money. She's talking about, oh, you know, him getting this new job. Oh, it was so sexy. Something about how he fought to get this new job. No, what was sexy is the fact that he got it. He got the job, and the job came with a lot of this. And so that's what I see. I just see it as a money grab. I could be wrong, but I see it as a money grab. You were so hurt. Put a dollar figure on it, and now you are able to excuse it all. And there's all these other little issues going on. Then she's about, and he looked good. You know, he always be dressed up. He looked good in his suits. He's always in suits. And Robin clowned him, child. She said, you talking about even when he had that pink suit on with everything bulged up and shut. I said, oh, Lord. And they showed the picture of his little pink suit. I was like, okay. Robin, Shut your mouth, honey, because you and your girlfriend be done fell out. But then they talk about the whole thing with the girls. And she said, I feel as though they want me to choose. I hate to be the one to tell them girls, the mother y'all got, honey, you're going to lose in the choose. But anyway, like she told you, I'm the mother and he's the father and we make the rules. Honey, child, y'all going to lose in the choose, okay? Moving on. We go over to here to Wendy's house. We see Wendy. Wendy has 2 little boys and she has a little girl. Her last baby was a little girl. We see Wendy's mom. Wendy's mom's sharp. She looked good. She did. She looks. I was like, oh, that's the mother. She looks good. She was there to actually teach the kids EBO. So she wanted to teach them counting. They were working on counting. And she talked about her and her husband and how they're both EBO, but she was born in their country and he was born here in the States. And her mother told her that you're one of the lost ones. I said, oh, shady. Then I laughed at him. Her husband, he's not bad looking. He's tall and got big feet. Like his feet was real big. And then I looked. Charlie's feet was just as ashy. I said, Lord, Bravo is so shady. Because he had no shoes on. Them feet was this long and they were ashy like he had been kicking flour. I said, why they film that man's feet? Film them feet, and then we seen them later, and they wasn't. So they y'all could have edited that out. Y'all shady. Bravo is something else. Something else. Anyway, but yeah, the grandma, she look good. She really does look good. And baby, that youngest little boy of hers, honey, he fights. Honey, he was fighting. I said, somebody need to get him. He was tearing that older brother up. Tearing him up. I said, well, okay. Whacking him and hitting him and banging him, and they was trying to tell her, hey, no. He was whooping his ass. Anyway, but she's very educated and very successful. She definitely let us know that. We were like, okay, Wendy. Now I could see that those attributes, her success and her position and her schooling, is probably going to get on our nerves. As there was another part where they actually showed her later on. She sit up there talking politics to the brand new baby. I was like, and that was necessary. Why? Girl, sit down. Sit down. You know, I've already gathered that from Miss Wendy. She cool, but that I want to be the smartest person in the room, that ain't attractive. That's irritating. Anyway, but we'll see. We'll see. We will see. Anyway, moving on. Monique and Karen. Listen, I'm sick of that bird already. The whole bird thing, I'm over it. I'm over the bird on the leash. Completely over it. Again, it was reiterated. Both her and Candace both feel slighted. They both feel like they shaded each other because they did. Then we saw Chris talking to Candace at the same time. You know, the 2 films were running at the same time. Chris is telling Candace, you need to control your emotions. You know, you need to control your emotions. And she was telling him basically, I see her. You know, I see. She likes to show off when there's an audience. You know, and I'm like, he's like, well, you just need to not let her control you. Control your emotions. I said, okay. Chris, he always gives Candace good advice, but we'll see. We will see. Moving on. Okay. Then they had this whole scene with Jamal Bryant. He comes in for Gizelle and her birthday. They had the little birthday. And it's them and the 3 girls. Listen. The twins are cool. The twins can be schmoozed into what this is. Grace ain't here for it. And she's not buying into it. She ain't feeling her daddy at all. At all. And you can see it. I don't think that the little girl is that great of an actress. I think it's very real. She sees her dad and she sees her mama and she thinks this is all some bullshit. And she's like, He comes and he tells them, you know, how he bought the girls a restaurant so they have their own business. And this, that, thing. Honey, Grace is not impressed. Said, I seen you all like 2 weeks. She said, that was 3 weeks ago. I, Grace ain't for the bullshit, okay? She ain't buying none of what y'all selling. It's interesting. Very interesting. And Gizelle's getting irritated with the little girl where you should be paying attention. Not getting irritated. You should be paying attention. But whatever. Moving on. As we go forth, we have this more conversation about this kissing of this baby. Let me just weigh in on this. I don't like no damn kissing no baby. I didn't play it. I wasn't here for it. If you want to get punched in the mouth, the fastest and easiest way of getting punched in your mouth was trying to kiss my babies when they were babies. Ain't no grown-ass people got no business kissing no babies. I don't give a damn what you say. Not the baby's mama, not the baby's daddy. Not nobody ain't got no business kissing no damn babies. You be putting your mouth all over grown-ass people in places that we don't even need to talk about. And you ain't got no business kissing no damn baby. I don't like it. And then definitely not kissing nobody else's baby. Are you freaking kidding? Quickest way to get 5 in the face, honey. Try to kiss. Bam. I don't like it. I can't stand it. It's horrible. It really is horrible. Anyway. I don't like that. But they kept going on and on about it. And I was like, if y'all feel like that, you probably shouldn't even be having anything right now. Like, she didn't even really want people touching the baby. Say, y'all, ain't nobody think about little Michael, honey. But you probably shouldn't even, you're not ready yet. And you shouldn't be having anything. And if you got kiss baby friends, just get ready and punch them in their face. A mess. Anyway, so let's go over to the sip and see, okay? Robin got everything started. They threw it out there. You know, as soon as they got sitting down, they just like threw it out there. And I was like, okay, they tried to go through the thing again. This is not the time. This is not the place. They were talking about Candace before she came in there. And Ashley told her, you know, before you came, we were talking about you. We were talking about you. Robin was like, they didn't tell her this. They didn't tell Candace. But Robin was like, until everyone turns their back on her, she'll continue doing what she wants to do. I said, are you all really having this conversation on camera? Like it's a plan for everybody to turn on Candace. I said, girl, you got an X on your back. But listen, I would be here for it. Baby, I would wear their asses out. These Potomac efforts, I would wear their asses out. Baby, I would just come, because you got to come for the filmings and she feeling some type of way about them. Baby, I would show up for every taping and I would be reading them and just slaying them. I would be slick reading, sneak reading, and dragging the shit out of them. And Twitter fingering. I would be tearing them up because they literally do have an X on Candace's back. And when Robin said that, I was like, oh, okay, so it really is on for real. It ain't my imagination. I said, oh my. Karen, old Karen, Miss Karen, I was here for Karen's Fendi dress. I didn't like that hair on her too much, but it was okay. But her Fendi dress, I said, yes, Karen. Karen was shitting on them. I said, she looked younger than all them women as far as the fashion was going. She looked real cute. Well, Candace looked cute too. She looked cute in her outfit, her little pants and her little top. Well, yeah, Monique's little dress was cute too. Her hair is just kind of, I wasn't crazy about that, but it's just there. But her little dress was cute. But Karen was shitting on them with that Fendi dress. That Fendi dress was cute. It really was. And it looked damn good on Karen. It did. She looked good. She really did. Karen's still shading Wendy. So there's still more of that going on. Karen keep acting like she don't know Wendy. And it's bothering Wendy. And I just keep laughing like, well, girl, she don't know you. She's giving you Mariah Carey, girl. She said, I sat on boards with her, and I'm not impressed. But I can imagine, just the little pieces that we saw of Wendy. If you sit in a room, Wendy, and you do that whole I'm smarter than everybody in here, I probably would act like I didn't know you either. When you come around my friends, honey, I would probably give it to you. But I don't know. I don't know what she did that got Karen acting like that. But Karen is giving her Mariah Carey tease, period. And she's like, I don't know why she keeps doing these confessionals. I don't know why Karen's acting like she don't know me. Girl, just pay it dust. But it's bothering you. But anyway, again, so we go into this. They tell her, Ashley tells her, we were talking about you. Monique then throws a bomb and says, well, the reason why she acts like that is that she doesn't consider everyone here to be her friends. I said, oh, bitch, that's it. That's the fight on. When ex-friends, because they were supposed to be close, they were sisters, and one busts out and basically let everybody know that bitch been talking about y'all. That's what she did. She basically threw her under the bus. That bitch been talking about y'all. I said, oh, baby. I said, okay. And Candace ended up, she said, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. She got up and she exited stage left. Honey, and Monique was just as happy with herself. She was just as happy with herself. She's like, look at her, see? She go running on off. Now, shortly after that, Charrisse shows up. And Charrisse come over and sit with the girls. Now, Miss Candace, she went on downstairs. Ashley went downstairs to try to console her. They had a whole little conversation or whatever. Interesting. I ain't even getting all into that. They're basically patching up their thing, little by little. But Ashley, I don't trust her. I don't trust her, and Candace shouldn't either. But with all of that, Monique felt so accomplished at the fact that she basically ran Candace off. But let me tell you how Potomac actually works. It didn't last long. That feeling of accomplishment, it didn't last long at all. Because when Charrisse came, baby, Gizelle threw in the whole Charrisse thing, baby. And then Monique was given. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not going to. No, you've been having all this stuff to say. She's a mongoose and she's this, that, and all these things. Now she's sitting in front of you. And Charrisse played dumb like, girl, child, I'm clueless. I don't know why that child don't like me. I don't have a clue. And Gizelle was like, so you ain't heard nothing about her? You ain't said nothing about her? you don't have no clue why there's issues with y'all. Charrisse was like, girl, what I do to you? I said, oh, honey. And then that Monique, I said, you're not feeling like Candace now. And then she jumped up and ended up leaving. I said, do you know how stupid you look right now? 10 minutes ago, you thought you was that bitch because you ran Candace out of there. And now Charrisse done ran you out. And all she said was, girl, what I do to you? I laughed so hard. And that brings me to where I told y'all I was going to say something about this. Miss Monique, are you going real hard on Candace because you think you could whoop Candace's ass and you don't think you could whoop Charrisse's ass? Is that it? And I mean physically and socially. Are you going in on Candace because you're really so mad at Charrisse, but if you approach Charrisse, you're going to have a hard time. You have a hard time. Because I think socially in Potomac, Charrisse will wear your ass out. And physically, she probably will, Shy will probably show up and she might wear your ass out too. And I think you see that because you play ghetto girl, but Charrisse is a ghetto girl too. Underneath all that other bullshit. So I think physically and socially, are you going at Candace because you see her as low-hanging fruit, but you really are mad at Charrisse, but you don't want that ass whooping? I believe this right there. That's just my observation. Y'all tell me in them comments what y'all think. But that's what I see Punk on. I don't know why, and I could be wrong. Y'all tell me if y'all think I'm wrong. But I see Punk all over our girlfriend Monique, and I think that she is really pouring out her foolishness onto Candace. She going hard on Candace because she think Candace is low hanging fruit. And she don't want to play with Charrisse. Anyway, we'll talk about it. Hit them comments. I'll be reading to see what y'all saying. All right, later.